Speaking of poo, Aegon's getting a bunch of poo in buckets. Would
Um,
you have? Could you?
dude, that was
I don't.
rough, bro.
Could you
That was
kiss the
so
boot? I
rough.
mean, you're gonna get killed if you don't like kiss the boot, right?
I
Like
mean, kiss the boot or die.
But
That's hard.
but somebody who's going to give you that option, it's next going to be okay, go do this or die.
Right.
So like,
it's always gonna be
when did
intense.
it end? It's
Yeah.
like, just kill me now.
Welcome back to Cinema So Far, the podcast where good friends talk about great cinema. And today we are talking about House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 4. The episode's called Tumbleton this time. Okay, so if you haven't heard this show before, what we're going to do is give our overall thoughts about the episode. Then we're going to talk about the episode in full. We'll just have a, basic conversation around what happened in the episode. And towards the end, we're going to give a rating of what we thought of the episode and our favorite moments. So, this episode is episode 4. It's kind of, we're getting towards the middle of the season. What did you guys think of Tumbleton?
I see the elements that they're trying to get into some other characters, and so they're setting up kind of the next set of episodes. So I thought it was a decent episode overall, but didn't blow me away. Wasn't terrible. So
I think number one, it's missing Sydney here because I definitely believe if we listen back on the last episode, I think I called that we might see him shirtless. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Ormond there.
We got close to seeing him pantless.
Yeah, no, we did. We saw him pantless for sure.
Oh, okay.
Full moon on all.
Oh, that's
so
right.
anyways, I
Yeah.
thought, okay, Mr. Hot Guy here, we got to fulfill Sydney's requests there on a hot villain. It's unfolding maybe I didn't see that coming for sure. I think that each of these stages as it progresses, we're seeing more and more interesting things in more ways that these characters feel that, the person that they have sworn their fealty to is the one who should be in charge, and then they do all these crazy things to kind of either get it back or take it over, right? So that's a lot going on.
Yeah, today we don't have Sid with us. She wasn't able to make it today, so we had our good friend Paul step in and join the pod. Welcome, Paul. If you guys have seen our show before, you might recognize Paul from our Fallout coverage. He did all of Fallout with us, and
His favorite show.
Yeah, it's his favorite show now. No, but happy to have you back, Paul. Thank you for joining us. So this episode, I agree with you guys. Sid would have loved it. I really wonder what Sid would have thought of this episode, because it kind of favored the Greens a little bit, and in the sense of we got to see a lot of them with Ormond and Alicent's son. But yeah, the episode felt kind of like table setting for me. I was a little bit thrown off. I'm not going to say I was disappointed. I was just a little bit thrown off because if you recall, at the beginning of the season, I mentioned that I heard that episode 3 and 4 were like the best out of all of them. That's what people that had screeners said. And I don't know where that came from. I mean, this episode was kind of just was
They
good.
lied.
Yeah, it was good. I wouldn't put it up there as like one of the best episodes. We'll see what happens for the rest of the season, but
just how the storytelling was unfolding, is that what you think they were, just how each scene is unraveling?
maybe. I don't know what they were referencing with that, but for me, it was cool to see to get a better look at the villain of the season. and he's kind of like a quiet villain in the sense of like he's not just so over the top. It's kind of, was kind of likable in certain scenes. And I was going to ask you guys, like, were you kind of tricked by that first scene where he, he's judging over the skirmish that the small folk are having with his guards and stuff, and he basically sides with the people and punishes the guard? Did that kind of make you guys think that he was like, hey, maybe he's actually a good guy?
Yeah, I think they set that up well to make you perceive. I don't know that I was thinking good guy, but it was like, oh, okay, well, he's taking in the information, and it seems like siding with them. But I think that also we don't fully know because he is one that is kind of by the book. He has all these rules, all these standards, all these things that he likes that we get to see a little bit of, and we'll discuss. But the way he kind of goes about leading this army that he now controls is kind of interesting. Where he's trying to set these standards.
Were you kind of tricked by that first scene with him where it made him seem like, oh, he's kind of a fair, just person? Maybe I
No,
have it all wrong about this
I think
guy.
along with what Travis said, that's kind of his background. So he does things a certain way. I don't know that it was to treat people better or whatnot. Just this is kind of what the process is, and you hold to it. And I don't know if it didn't make me look at him much differently.
Well, I kind of got hooked a little bit because I was thinking, oh, all right. I was expecting this guy to be, a total D bag. I thought that's what they were setting up. And then they kind of pull that where oh, okay, he made a just decision. He punished the guy that was doing the wrong thing, even though that was his guard. And he, sided with the people. But then,
But
yeah.
I gotta say, we didn't see the guard actually be punished? If we think about it, actually,
I,
he just said he would
True.
be.
I think
Did
it
we see
I
that?
think it happened
Oh,
though. I think that the guard was gilded um and his arm broken.
Yeah, I don't think he did it to
But
make himself look better.
yeah, but he also killed the blacksmith who,
yeah,
because he assaulted the guard. And so that's
right.
where
So
it really turned, and you can see
that's
he's
where
like,
I'm seeing the way he is trying to teach Darren about how to be a king is that you have to rule with a stern fist, but also you can't let people. Yes, that may have happened, and okay, I'm gonna punish him for that thing that he trespassing that he did, my guard. But also, don't ever put your hand on the guard, which is an extension of the king. Don't ever do that, anyways, even if the guard was wrong.
yeah. And I don't know, like what did you guys think of that relationship with him training this younger kid who's obviously very impressionable? And you've seen the whole episode. Like, what was your feeling about that after seeing the whole thing?
He's just using the kid to get what he wants ultimately. So he's
Yeah,
going to get the kid where in the position that he needs him to be in, but it's going to ultimately benefit him.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
And
hoping it doesn't get creepier,
yeah.
where I can
Yeah.
just see this can go wrong.
Yes. And it was already wrong, like in the sense that Paul's saying, like, the kid is, a dragon rider. So he has that weapon, that nuclear weapon, so to speak. And Ormond can use that. He's also a highborn Hightower, Alicent's son. So he ranks up there really high as far as the different people that could potentially be powerful, and so he's absolutely using him. I think if he could be any creepier, um, he probably would have poured it on even thicker with that, dragon hate stuff, or hate half of yourself because you're Targaryen. Um, but it was pretty out there
Yeah.
already.
Well, this show and just maybe I'm in kind of today's society. Just, I just hope he isn't also, he's grooming this, you know, potential future king. But also, I hope I hope that show doesn't take the turn that takes it down where it becomes something more like, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying.
I think so.
Don't want to get a YouTube strike here, but like I just don't want it to go that way because we got incest, we got all kinds of weird stuff in this
They
show.
would have already shown something if that was.
You think it would have gone there already?
Yeah.
They can't resist.
He's very touchy feely of him,
But I did have a prediction that was correct, if you recall, which is the dude makes his own potpourri. Remember, originally, I was like, "What's in that thing? Is it potpourri?"
Yeah, you have to definitely. I was on the wrong camp. I thought he was getting high on his own supply. I mean, he is, but it's just potpourri. He's just sniffing because he hates stinky odors so much. He just, I thought it was funny because what his name is close to Ormond and his olfactory. He can't, isn't that your sense of smell, your olfactory?
I've never heard that term before.
No? Am I tripping? Is that
yeah? No, that's
come on,
right.
Paul.
That's a thing. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the dude is like really hates bad smells, and Alicent let Rhaenyra know that.
So that's what the scene when he brought him the letter, and it had it had horse crap on the
something
letter,
smelly.
And the guy just stinks because he's been traveling. He didn't even like. When the people that lived in that house that he's living in, the castle, even that guy was stinky because they probably haven't been able to take a bath for a day or two.
Yeah.
So that guy walked closer and he was like, "Oh."
I mean, he's using
and then
their
the guy
bath.
backed up.
So
yeah, he's using their bath. They're like, "Hello."
Yeah, the Footleys were their names. Yeah, he was even bummed out on them not smelling great. So I really wonder how that is going to come back into play later in the season. Like, is Rhaenyra just going to dump a giant pile of poo, dragon poo on him or something? Or, are they going to try to, poop in the castle walls to get him to leave? Like, what's going to happen?
I was thinking that too. Like, what are they going to, is this like back in high school with like a stink bomb, and your buddy would throw a stink bomb in the bathroom and everybody have to leave, go outside?
It's gonna come back. I have no idea how.
Speaking of poo, Aegon's getting a bunch of poo in buckets.
Aegon gone kiss my boot.
Could you?
Dude, that was rough, bro.
Could you kiss the boot? Rough. I mean, you're gonna get killed if you don't kiss the boot, right?
I mean, kiss the boot or die.
But
that's hard.
But somebody who's gonna give you that option, it's next gonna be, okay, go do this or die. You know, so
it's always going to be intense.
When did it end? It's like, just kill me now.
Yeah.
Okay. I always remember Paul's is just with the fallout. If the bomb's dropping, I'm underneath it. It's like I'm out.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like.
But Aegon is being brought lower and lower and lower, and having to clean the latrines and all of that, and then when he has to kiss that boot, I was wondering because Larys is right there. I was like, did Larys get a boner watching that?
I'm sure
he does have a foot thing.
I thought he was gonna say after he kissed the shoe, that's not my foot. Take off the boot and kiss my foot.
Suck on this pinky toe.
Okay. All right. Well, geez. Well, I mean, Larys, he's gonna like the Footleys. I mean, he's gonna love meeting them.
This is his favorite episode for all these reasons.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I could. I don't know. You just got to do it again. It's just this is what you're born into. I mean, not born into. This is what is unfolded from what you've been born into. But yeah.
But being a king, being able to tell anyone what to do at any point, and then you are as low as you possibly can go at this point. I mean,
he felt he could say anything at any time, but he tried to. I will, whatever he said, I will
Yeah.
have you
How
killed
dare
or
you not feed us
gut her.
tonight? And the other guy's just like, sometimes we don't eat, and that's okay. We'll just, maybe tomorrow.
That's
Let's just
crazy.
let's
That's
just
not
wipe this
okay,
poop off
though.
of our hands and go to bed.
Yeah,
And
that's not okay. What I wanted to ask you, James, wasn't Aegon trained? Didn't he know how to use a sword and all that stuff? Like
Yes.
before, he did know how to like fight with a sword and everything, right? He just
somewhat. I mean, not as good as Aemon.
and now has less ability to even do a half a good job, right? Like he
Yeah, I
only
mean,
has one.
he's having a hard time moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He can barely walk. I mean, and remember he's still in a lot of pain. There wasn't a
Yeah.
whole lot of time that it's gone by, so he's
whoa!
definitely
Let's not be
healing.
hasty.
Yeah.
Let's not be hasty.
Oh, dude, one of my favorite lines from that scene is when the guy's, he comes up to him, he's like, all right, well, you guys got to work around here. That just has to happen. So Laris is like, well, I know a little something about herbs, and I can read, and so I'll be put to use. And then the guy's like, all right, well, you burn face, mangled face, you're gonna work the latrines. And then Aegon's like, hey, wait a minute, I can read just as good as he can.
Yeah, he did. I can read just as good as him.
I cracked up at that pretty much every time I watched it.
Something about herbs. I know a little something about herbs too.
I think you do, yeah. But I wonder like what Laris is doing while there. I mean, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of reading is happening.
Does he still have gold? He has gold stashed at, I want to say Davos. That's not Davos. That's
No.
our real life place where people stash.
Well, that's a person.
Davos.
But
That's a place that's here now. What was it? Pentos.
Pentos, yeah.
Pentos. That's where his money, the gold is. He has like some, but does he have more stashes? You think?
I think he's out. I think he gave away the last of his money because they were just gonna rob him.
They were gonna kill him anyways.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
They're
either.
doing anything to stay alive, but kind of on the vein of Paul, like, do you want to stay alive through this? Like, this is
Yeah. I mean the will to survive, right? It's pretty strong. So
and he's going and speaking when they gave him the money, like they're there, they find the dragon, and I love that it's a penny to touch the dragon. That's 2 touches, 2 hands. So he gave him all the gold. Like, I am not sure if the dragon is alive or not.
What do you guys think?
There's perspective from the book side, but I haven't read the book, so I don't want to bring that in. But
you got spoilers from the books?
They know. I don't know.
Wait, you do have spoilers from the books?
No, I don't have a spoiler. I from another show, a recap, just listening to other perspectives. It sounds like, potentially in the books the dragon is alive, but the show is not following the books 100% to the T. So there's several things that can be adjusted or changed, or I don't know. It might be alive, but I don't know. It got gored right in the chest.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah. But
it's been a while.
Didn't Jace's die also? Why didn't it come back?
Well, he drowned.
Yeah, it went underwater with an anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have gills. But I did wonder about that. I wondered, okay, why are we lingering so long on this dragon? Like, are we going to see the eyeball kind of open, or,
I thought we were. I really thought we were
especially when he started saying it's gonna wake up.
Mm-hmm. Which was kind of sad, like I can't stand Aegon, but you kind of feel for him, mostly because of the dragon, right? Like we all love the dragons, but yeah, that was rough. You know what else was rough? Being some of the small folk, just going about your day, and someone happened to write graffiti next to your, on your wall next to your house. And then now the gold cloaks are out, just pulling you out of your house, beating you, throwing you down the stairs, saying, who did this? And
Which
yeah.
city did this happen in this week?
This was in King's Landing,
Oh,
where
well,
Rhaenyra
it happened in
is.
the real world too. So,
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Queen of Bastards. Well,
I don't
that's
even
crazy
know.
though, because yeah, for them to graffiti like that, to have the paints to do it, like, but yeah, it is weird to see the gold cloaks come through and they're like, oh, she just gave them all food, and it's like, I'm here, I've saved you, y'all are my people, and then all of a sudden, here's the gold cloaks again, just like a week ago, beating us and taking us out of our homes.
Yeah. Which I was thinking, I mean, most of the people that are out there cannot even read the graffiti.
Right.
Like even Ulf was like, "Hey, what does that say?"
Yeah.
And so it has to be some of the highborn people doing this, right? It was that, and the fact that there was like multiple colors being used just made me think like someone with a little bit
Those
of money,
represent a certain house,
yeah,
those
they're
colors.
hiring somebody.
something. Yeah, something's going on with that. I'm sure we'll get
Yeah.
to it. Um,
So if you, I don't know it offhand, but those colors do represent a certain house, and I think it's tied to Rhaenyra's sons,
you
the
bringing more
original.
spoilers in?
Yeah, I think it's what it is. Yeah, if you know in the comments, educate us.
Yeah, spoil it for us, ruin it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there was. I'm sure we're gonna find out soon,
Yeah.
right?
Well, there are Easter eggs in the show. Some of them we catch, a lot of them we don't, right? Or catch them after. But
I don't
I
catch
don't know how
any of
much.
them.
They
I
go
don't
right
There's a
watch.
above
lot,
his head.
I don't
a lot
watch
of them
TV
that,
that hard.
yeah. Well, I think a lot come from maybe the books or other stuff, but I just don't know half the time what they are. Um,
hmm And so we also see that Damon makes his way over to the Erie, talks to Lady Jane. We all remember from Game of Thrones that room that with the moon door, and um, it was really cool to go back there, to go back and see that throne and everything, and then the
are you
back
giving
and forth
spoilers?
banter between Damon and Lady Aaron. That was great. I mean, I just love how he's like, hey, well, you promised us that you were going to send us some soldiers, and she's like, well, I thought the war was over.
Well, I should just send
Well,
you some baby soldiers then.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
adolescents.
So, but she ends up sending sending some money with Damon. Damon is on his way back, and then we see that his dragon has a different idea. I don't know if he
Yeah.
if Caraxes like picked up the scent of Sheep Stealer, the other dragon, or
Must
of
have been.
Rhaena, but he goes right over there despite Damon like trying to get him to go the other way the whole time.
So he knows, he can tell. This is what I was thinking about. Like, okay. So Caraxes since like knew the other dragon was nearby because they can hear really well, maybe, or smell. It knew it was nearby. It heard it, whatever.
They got a spidey sense, dragon
Yeah.
sense.
So I was thinking he went. Where did they go? No. He didn't go to Harrenhal, did he? Caraxes.
No,
Oh, shoot.
no. What do you
I
mean?
was just thinking how. Well, because we're like, oh, we're at Harrenhal, we're like, well, where's Aemon, and well, where's the dragon, right? But I was thinking, did they go there with another dragon? Would it have known
Oh,
if it was
maybe.
there or not?
Yeah,
You
maybe
know?
would have sensed it.
Yeah.
But in this instance, he senses Sheep Stealer, and there was a really cool scene, visually, where you can like see the fire, uh,
Yeah.
the fire
I like
breath
that.
of Sheep Stealer as Rhaena's walking out, and
Her silhouette.
yeah, that was cool. And then I don't know if like the dragon's burning off her hair or if she's cutting it or what,
She's
but
Shouldn't.
Yeah, she's supposed to be out, on her own or whatever. So yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what's happening
She
to
had
her.
to,
Maybe it's falling out from no food or
From the
something. Who knows?
stress. Yeah.
well, because they have braids, right? Dreadlocks or
Yeah, but they're
real,
all cut
real thick.
off.
Like, so she cut them all off.
Hmm.
Okay, I think cut
Maybe
them
to
off. I don't
disguise
know.
herself. I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
But her
that
and
was a very
Damon,
interesting scene that
yeah.
this unfolds with him and her, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that was his daughter for like 10 minutes.
He probably
I
did
was like,
too. I mean, he
I
barely
mean,
talked to her.
she's like, hey, did you ever even remember me being your daughter?
Right. I'm the redheaded stepchild over here, and I'm your actual kid, and I don't have red hair.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
yeah, but I thought that was really interesting what he did to handle that. He basically lied to
Yes,
Rhaenyra, killed a random, sheep herder, cut off his head, and brought it
that
in,
was
and
the
was
sheep
just
herder's
like,
head. That makes sense now. All that time, I'm glad you said that. All this time, I was like, where'd the head come from? What the hell?
whose head is
It was
that?
just a goat herder. It was just a goat, the dude with the goats. Or, no, he had sheep,
Yeah,
I guess. But
yeah.
that's so funny. I didn't think about that. It looked like an ogre or something else. It's because he smashed the teeth out and burnt him up.
He ain't so pretty no more. Yeah. Um. So
Yeah, he's like,
so
this is it. Here's the head. Sheep killer rider's dead. You don't even need to worry. It's a wild dragon. Nobody, not another person couldn't tame him. Don't worry.
yeah,
That
it's
the
all
sheep,
good, Rainier.
the
It's all
rider's
taken
dead
care
here.
of. Yeah. Masseria does not believe him though.
Right. Well, you brought a little bit of gold. 10,000 dragons, they call them.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting that she was just like, yeah, I mean, your little bit of gold might help for a day or two.
Dude, Masseria and Damon are just going at it all the time.
I love it.
But what was your guys' favorite scene or moment in the episode? Anything stand out to you?
To me, it was just when he made him kiss his foot or kiss his
Oh,
boot.
that was your favorite part, huh?
Yeah,
Boot kisser.
teach that little effer a lesson.
Oh my gosh. That's
Okay,
awesome.
so you kind of like that Aegon was like brought down
Oh yeah,
even lower.
hell yeah.
Yeah. I think it really kind of was interesting for me. I think this is very that he has set a new path here, Damon, to that he's covered up for his daughter. Like, I thought that was a big move that I just did not see coming, that he would cover for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a different side of him. I don't know if
Well,
he's
is
felt
that going
guilty
to
or
play out as to something important down the road? We know sheep stealer's going to be of importance. So
it's not controllable, apparently, and she's not going to just all of a sudden. She doesn't have a dragon keeper to like teach her how to train it. So
Yeah.
I have to see how that unfolds. I will say, have you been watching the previews, James? Because I started watching it last one. I was like, I don't want to know this yet.
Yeah.
I like cut it off.
I hate when they ruin. Yeah, I hate when they ruin it.
It's like I know something for the next episode now that I didn't know yet. Like,
yeah,
there's several characters we don't know what's going on yet.
And we're gonna find out next week. I'm really excited about next week. I think my favorite scene or moment was when Rhaenyra and Alan were talking. They're there in front of the Viserys's model, and you can just kind of see that Alan is going to step into that role that Corlys had, and he's going to be good. He doesn't know what he's doing quite yet, but he has good ideas. Like, I don't know, get some cats. If you got too many rats around, throw some cats into the mix, right?
Yeah.
Which I believe, and
cats.
But then she was like, like she wouldn't have known that. Come on.
Well, I mean, I don't know. But I thought it's interesting that in Game of Thrones, hundreds of years later, there are a ton of cats in King's Landing. So it's kind of
Spoiler
like the
alert.
wild hogs with us here in America or something. Like they were
It's-
brought in on purpose and
Yeah.
got out of control, you know? So
It's
there's
cats.
that. Yeah, exactly. But I think one of the things that I'm looking forward to is to find out, like, wait a minute, Helena's pregnant? How did that
Oh, we didn't
happen?
even cover that. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys pick up on that? That that's what
She's
she
not
was.
just full belly or anything like on food.
Nope.
Oh,
Mm-mm. But
that's gonna be interesting. She won't be able to hide that.
yeah. And then I'm anxious to see what's going on with Eamon. You know, is he alive? What happened with him at Harrenhal?
Where's
And
the dragon?
yeah, right, because the dragon was gone. So I'm really looking forward to next week. But for this episode, for this week, what would you guys rate it out of 5 stars? I know you want to go 10, Paul, but we've been doing
Yeah.
5.
3.
3.
3s. Okay. I'm gonna go 4. I liked this episode a little bit more than last week.
I'll tell you what I don't like, and this has kind of tainted me for
All right.
episode 3 and episode 4.
All right, Chief
I
Keef.
don't like the way Rhaenyra is acting. She gets this role that she's been wanting her whole life, and she's been there before, right? And now she gets into the into the castle with everybody vacated, and she acts like she doesn't know what the hell to do.
Mm.
She has no confidence. She doesn't know, she should do this, she should do that. She act, it's just, I don't know. She all of a sudden became a different person.
Mm.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
See, I have a different take. I just thought it was the situation is nothing like what she expected. You know,
I get that.
And having to deal with it has been more difficult than she anticipated. But yeah, but we'll see what happens. Maybe there's a turn and Rhaenyra can start having some wins. I feel like she's just been a punching bag for the past 2 episodes. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And we'll
see if Ulf starts drinking outside of the Red Keep again or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, wrapping
yeah.
us up, James, how do you take us out of here?
All right. So if you like what you heard, give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will be back next week to cover episode 5. If you have a chance to leave us a review, do it. Leave us a 5-star review. We appreciate it so much. So that's a wrap on this week's episode of Cinema So Far.